you really need it. It's the underground, man. We undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Sunday morning, game day, NFL Week 7. Yeah, it's the Underground Sports Show, baby. It's your host, Filthy Rich, in the house. Call into the show, 412-407-2744. Talk yo sports, talk yo shit. Yeah. It's this type of morning, man. We got football on already. We got the Rams playing, the Jaguars overseas, and my Steelers already lost on Thursday night, man. So we definitely getting into that, you know what I'm saying? We also gonna get around the whole league, the whole NFL, and that's what we do around here, man. Not only the NFL, all types of sports. My second favorite sport's hockey, so we definitely getting into that. Maybe not today, but hey, watch the show, man. 11 p.m. on Tuesdays, 11 a.m. on Sunday morning, man. Game day show, Underground Sports Show. Ow. Yeah. I appreciate you showing up, man. If you're here, you're in the chat, holla at me, man. Let me know you're in the house. It is what it is. It's your host, Filthy Rich, on the Underground Sports Show, 11 a.m. in the morning. And it's time to go, man. I'm excited, man. But hey, let's get into it, all right? And let's slow it down a little bit real quick. And we're gonna get into my icebreaker, which I like to do all the time. I really like to. We got plenty of time. I usually go from about 11 o'clock to 12:30. Enough to talk about all the games coming up. Let's talk some betting. Let's talk some fantasy. We definitely going to find out what your fantasy is. And I definitely got fantasy questions for y'all. But right now, let's break the ice, man, with a wild little story I seen that popped up in the news. So let's check it out here in a second, all right? Man charged after video shows him jumping into the elephant enclosure at the Pittsburgh Zoo. Man. Dramatic video shows a man from Ohio who came face to face with an elephant at the Pittsburgh Zoo. Now, a self-proclaimed social media influencer is facing several felony charges. All right, the incident happened back on September 21st, but charges were filed. According to the police, Noah Thompson jumped over the fence at the elephant enclosure in the Pittsburgh Zoo. Hey, man, if you're from Pittsburgh, you definitely know what that area looks like. Video posted to Thomas' Instagram account shows it happening. Thomas jumped over the fence, then walks toward an opening before an elephant appears in frame. The two stand face to face before the elephant appears to swing its trunk at Thomas. Thomas then backs away and jumps back over the fence. The video is captioned, "Professional Gate Jumper. Almost elephant food." So that was the title right there. We did reach out to the Pittsburgh Zoo. A spokesperson told us the incident is in the hands of the Pittsburgh Police and this district attorney's office. However, court records show zoogoers reported Thomas and he and a female companion were removed by security. Those records also show that Thomas made the jump on his 19th birthday and he did not buy a ticket to enter the zoo. Oh, now he's in trouble. You know what I mean? Like, he is snitching on himself. Thomas is from near Youngstown, Ohio, and has not been arrested. A warrant has been issued for Thomas and his female companion. Man, at last check, the video had just 100 likes and fewer than 3,000 views. Come on, dog. You did it for 100 likes, 3,000 views. Come on, bro. Now you about to get arrested for 3,000 views at the Pittsburgh Zoo from Ohio. But how do I spin this back to sports? Of course, we went to Ohio this weekend. And when I say we, I mean my Pittsburgh Steelers went to Ohio this weekend. And we tried to jump over the fence and couldn't make it happen, man. Couldn't make it happen. We went to the jungle, man. We didn't go to the zoo. We didn't pay to get in either. Because we didn't bring nothing with us. We ain't bring no money with us. You know what I'm saying? Well, maybe the office brought a little bit of money. But it is what it is. But yeah, my Pittsburgh Steelers definitely got beat up Thursday night football. And it really wasn't even that bad, man. We lost by 2 points, but damn, it felt like a lot more than that. Did it not? Did it not feel worse than a 2-point loss? Why? That goes to show you how much Pittsburgh is a defensive town, man. If the defense don't play well, we ain't happy. All right? We ain't happy. And let's talk about some other things that people in Pittsburgh might not be happy about, because I got the question of the day here. My question of the day here is, did the coaching or players lose the Steelers Thursday night football game? Okay? Because that's been the big, oh, the coaches should have did this, coaches should have did that. But I ain't seen a lot of flack being tossed to the players. And I don't know if I think it's fair. Okay? So after I got what I got to say, I'll let you know how I feel, if it was the coaching or if it was the players on Thursday night football against the Bengals and the Steelers. But you call into the show, hit me in the chat, let me know what you thought when you watched that game. If it was the coaching, if Mike Tomlin's a nut, or these players out here just looking bad, bro. Let me know what it is, all right? But the game in Cincinnati was wildly entertaining, all right? They brought out their white jerseys, white field, white in the stands. They barely let any Steeler fans in there. We got a call already, y'all.
Press 2.
Al, it's the Underground Sports Show. The mic's yours, sir.
Yeah, I want to get on with Rich.
Yeah, this is Rich right here. Who's this? I'm pretty sure I know who it is.
I want to talk about Joey Porter Jr.
Let's talk about Joey Porter Jr. since we talk about players or coaching in this game. All right, so go ahead.
So Joey Porter Jr. has to be one of the most penalized cornerbacks in the NFL. I'm not sure, but he comes out every game, and all he does is clutch, grab, get penalties, get burned.
Right. Yeah, he does clutch and grab a lot. Go ahead.
All day, and then it would be like I'm showing up to work, screwing up all day long, and then walking around like we're all pros. It's ridiculous.
You think Joey Porter is that bad? So out of all the DBs this Thursday when you watch the game, you think Joey Porter Jr. played the worst?
I mean, yeah. It also could be the fact that it's like amplified by his antics. He acts like he's living off of Daddy's name. If his name was, Ron Mariano, we wouldn't even know who he is.
We definitely don't know who that is. You know what I mean? You're right. We don't know who that is, man. Shout out to Big Ron for sure. I wonder how much he agrees with you. But I'm going to tell you this about JPJ. And before we even talk about JPJ, let's just talk about the position, man, okay? Do you agree that that's the hardest position to play in football?
Absolutely.
So don't you think that you got to walk around with a little bravado no matter what's going on?
Yes, I agree with that.
Yeah. So that's my thing at it. I mean, I do agree with you. He's very cocky at what he does. But, I mean, I just think it's a position where you got to be cocky, man. And you got to forget what happened on the last play, But I thought those couple of those penalties that they called on him, it really wasn't. It was kind of phantom penalties, man. I think he's getting a reputation cause, basically. That's what I'm saying.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
He has all the tools. He's long, he's rangy, he's got long arms. He should be. I just and he also was injured.
Yeah. And he's only giving up.
Think of Broderick Jones. So like Broderick Jones, I feel like like Joey Porter Jr., he holds on every play. I mean, and then he almost takes out Aaron Rodgers by tackling him.
Mm-hmm. Now, you think he did that on purpose? How many times have you watched that play?
No, I don't think. Do I think he tackled Rodgers on purpose?
Yeah, like in celebration. Was that his intention?
He intended to hurt him.
Right.
But he very easily could have. Like, I don't think he's very smart.
No, I mean when he jumped up, do you think he was like, how you might tackle a running back or something like that? Like seriously, like I'm gonna run over there and tackle him after he scores a touchdown. But I mean, do you think he went to just celebrate and grab him on the shoulder and like tripped up and just knocked him down, or you think that was like intentionally? I'm gonna go tackle Rodgers for fun. This 41-year-old quarterback, because that would be stupid.
Not have been intentional. I think it was an accident.
Okay,
like, it
right.
Like a smart thing to do.
I just wanted to know how you thought, because I watched it a few times and it looked like
absolutely. I mean, but it just shows you. I don't think they play him at right tackle, and then they they think you can just easily make this transition to left tackle. He's a left tackle in college,
right?
But I mean, I don't know if it's going to work.
You don't
know, Filthy Rich. Is
well,
it going to work?
Here, listen to this though. Listen to this real quick. The offense went out there and scored 31 points, man. They didn't give up. They gave up what? Did they give up a sack? I don't think they gave up a sack. And this is the second game this season where they haven't given up a sack. So I don't know if we want to blame Broderick Jones. And then he wasn't the whole that messed the whole game up. The turning point to me in the game is the hold on Zach Frazier in the middle of the field where Jaylen Warren cut it back and ran for the touchdown, right? Remember that play?
Yeah.
And instead of scoring a touchdown and being up 14-0, we kick a field goal. Then Flacco gets the ball back, drive down the field. Then we throw a pick. He drives down the field again and it's 14-10 instead of at least 14-14. You know what I mean? Like, it just, you know, so I don't know if I want to blame it all on Broderick Jones or the offensive line. Honestly, I think the best two units in this game was the offensive line and Aaron Rodgers. Everybody else pretty much kind of sucked, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, except for tight end.
You're doing a great podcast. You're going to be ranked up there with New Heights.
Hey,
soon. So keep up the good work. I'm going to hang up and listen.
I appreciate it, Jay. No doubt, man. I appreciate it for sure. All right, have a good one.
Call ended.
All right, man. Hey, that was Jason right there with some good insight on the game for sure, man. JPJ definitely gets his penalties, man. He definitely gets his penalties. But the one thing about JPJ is he haven't given up a touchdown yet this year, and he only gave up one touchdown last year. He's only given up one touchdown in his career. Very surprising. Now, all the defensive penalties, yeah, the pass interferences, gotta go, gotta get that under the control. But I just think either he's got to keep doing it and the refs get used to the way he plays, or he's got to find a way to take that out of his game, man. And I just don't think he can take that out of his game. I think he's been doing that since Penn State. That's his style. He's going to be in your face, and he's going to do it with confidence, you know. And there was a play in the second half where it was close, it was tight, and they didn't call it. So they can't call it all day. The refs won't call it all day. And I got faith in JPJ. Now, my problem is Jalen Ramsey and what's his name? Darius Slay. Well, now, why is my problem with those guys? They're over 30 years old, man. I do not like old corners, man. I will take a corner that commits penalties with pass interference a lot over an old corner that's just going to get toasted. Just burnt. Now, let's take a look at what my man Debo had to say about the Steelers, all right? Let's see what Debo had to say about my Pittsburgh Steelers, all right? And definitely his Pittsburgh Steelers. Let's check this out real quick.
I take it back. You go all the way back to 80.
Now we see why Coach T was pissed, though.
Yeah. Yeah. It ain't pretty. I don't think Coach T done won a Thursday night road game in his career. That's wild.
Dang.
Yeah.
All right, my bad. We back. Let's back up a little bit. My bad. We back. All right. Got internet. Come on, video.
3 days of practice.
Here we go.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Longest street, this road, it ain't pretty.
All right, this is what I want y'all to hear right here.
Coach T done won a Thursday night road game in his career. That's wild. Yeah.
I was sad. I was today years old.
That's what I'm gonna chalk it up to then.
Yeah, chalk it up to Thursday.
Yeah.
Chalk it up to a short week.
Yeah. Chalk it up to Thursday, chalk it up to a short week, chalk it up to miscommunication. It's Thursday and everything happened because it was Thursday road game away. That's what I'm gonna go with. Even though I know it's bullshit. We've been playing as a defense like trash. We just been able to get splash plays, sacks at the right times, and all that other stuff to be able to beat mediocre teams.
Okay.
Mm.
Okay.
And shootouts. In shootouts.
Yeah. No. You speaking facts. The defense has to play better. They have to. They have the talent. They have the play. They have the players. They got to get that shit on tape because the running defense is not looking good, and then the passing defense.
I mean, even on the offensive side, like we're having errors of what's going on. People don't know what's going on. The flea flicker.
Yeah.
Dude.
Yeah.
He's like, what are you doing? Like,
I can.
Like, what are you doing?
The flea flicker. You running the wrong play. Yeah, he was hot. He was hot.
Dude. I just I'll get over it. You know what though?
Yo.
They ain't turning the rock over like that. They doing things more effective than anybody that we've played yet to date. If we come out there playing like we've been playing the last 6-7 weeks, we go get the band struck up on us. We go get embarrassed. They go dog walk us.
Damn, D.
Drop your nuts, man.
Drop your nuts, Pittsburgh. That's what Debo said. I didn't want to talk too much when Debo was talking, you know what I'm saying? But now I can talk again. You know what I mean? But yeah, Debo said it. Drop your nuts, Pittsburgh. Now, you know he's talking to the defense, bro. You know he's talking to the defense. And just like we did, we got tired of Ja'Marr Chase eating. Horrible by the defense, man. But I'm going to tell you something about Ja'Marr Chase, man. Ja'Marr Chase is a dog, man. And every time you put some food in that bowl, Ja'Marr Chase is going to eat, man. I don't really know if that was a Pittsburgh Steelers problem. Last week against Green Bay, Joe Flacco's first game, after 2 days of practice, all he had to do was throw it to Ja'Marr Chase. He had 10 catches for 94 yards, 9.4 yards a catch. This week against us, with a week and a half to practice, 16 catches, 161 yards, 10 yards a catch. You getting the trend? So Green Bay had their problems too. And you got corners like we got, that ain't going to help. Ja'Marr Chase was cooking Jalen Ramsey in the Super Bowl 3-4 years ago when he wasn't as old as he is now. What did we think was going to happen? Because for some reason, Jalen Ramsey didn't see it coming, bruh. He just didn't see it coming. I don't know why.
Daddy roll up here then, because he the one too.
I don't know why
what's the conversation going to be that?
He was the one that could watch Ja'Marr Chase, but this is
The one from
this is Jalen Ramsey right here on the Pivot Podcast talking about Ja'Marr Chase early in the preseason.
Cincinnati roll up here then, because he the one too. What's the conversation going to be that week?
That's me. That's Jay. That's 5 for now. That's 5. Joey, I'm gonna give you. I know that's what Joey wants as well, and he gonna get his ops, but that's 5 right now. That's 5.
Now you ask me, they should have stayed away from 5 watching Ja'Marr Chase, but they had to put him on somebody, so they put him on T. Higgins, and he got his ass kicked by T. Higgins too, which was done in the Super Bowl 3-4 years ago too. So, for real, Jalen Ramsey is not a cover corner no more, man. And we knew this when we got him. We tried to match him up man-to-man with the best wide receiver in the league. It ain't going to happen. The best chance was to let JPJ lock him down every day. I mean, all day. Put the young boy on the young boy. I do not like old cornerbacks, man. I really don't. But at the end of the day, question of the day, about that Thursday night football game? Did the coaching or the players lose this Steelers game? I'm going to tell you right now, to me, it was the players. It was mano a mano on that field. We just talked about the DBs, couldn't watch nobody. Linebackers couldn't tackle nobody. Defensive line couldn't fill a hole. Brown, the running back from Cincinnati, averaged 2.7 yards a game, and now he's running all over the place, over 100 yards on us. But let me show you an example of what I'm talking about to where you might be like, you know what, this is a coaching thing. But I'm going to tell you why it really wasn't. Because the coaches put it on the players. It is what it is. All right? The coaches put it on the players. Now check this play out right here. And I promise we'll move on from the Steelers after this. But call into the show. If you want to talk your sports, talk your shit, you do that. About the Steelers, we'll be talking Steelers all day. We'll be talking anything all day. Long as it's sports, you jump in here and do your thing. All right? But let's take a look here. As you see, it's second quarter, 10-7. And I want to show you, what I want to talk about is this formation here, okay? You got 3 wide receivers in the game, a tight end in the slot, or in the H-back position, and you got 1 running back, okay? Well, the Steelers are not, this is a nickel package they got in right here, okay? Not your traditional 3-4 formation, okay? Now, what they're doing is, to get into the nickel package, you can see up top in the slot, at the slot corner, is Jalen Ramsey. Okay, that's Clay there at the bottom, and that's JPJ up there at the top. Okay, but what I don't like is they're taking a DB out of the game, not a DB, but a defensive lineman out of the game to put a DB in the game. Me, in this situation right here, you see what it is, 2nd and 4, I'm taking a linebacker off the field. One of those middle linebackers is going to have to come off the field, and I'm keeping the defensive lineman down there. This is why the Steelers got gashed. They got 4 guys at the line of scrimmage, and the Cincinnati Bengals basically have 6 if you add the tight end. Then you add the running back. That's 7. And we ain't really going to count Joe Flacco, but if he was a mobile quarterback, you'd have to count him too. So what I don't like is this formation here. It leaves a lot of holes, automatic holes. And if the linebackers don't play great, which we don't have great linebackers, we won't get good results. And this is why Cincinnati ran right past us. Because we were scared of the pass. Defensively in this formation. They didn't trust the mano a mano. And guess what? They shouldn't have. Because when it came to mano a mano, things didn't work. Especially in the run game, neither in the pass game. Now, I'm talking about the run game. Why? Because it's 2nd and 4. But guess what? This ain't even a run play. This is about to be a pass play. Okay? So let's just watch the play. And then we'll go back and break it down. Back to the line of scrimmage here. You seen that. That was the touchdown they threw to go up to 14-10, right? Now, they're in pass defense, so the coaching was right? They predicted it right. If it was a run, it could have been a run, though, because it's 2nd and 4, so I didn't like the formation, but the coaches got it right. Now it's mano a mano to play defense. This is a cover 3 defense, you can see. By the way, Clay bails out and doesn't go with the slant, and then JPJ at the top disappears out of your screen. He's going cover 3. You got Jalen Ramsey going to the flat. You got Holcomb going to the flat over here. But the problem here is these linebackers. Now, the pass rush probably ain't going to get there. You got 4 on 5, and he's throwing the ball quick. Okay? So we're not worried about them. But the problem to me, once again, is Patrick Queen. He's a problem in the running game, and he's a problem in the passing game. Patrick McQueen, there's no one in front of you, sir. You must get depth. You must get deeper than that. You're trying to read the quarterback without finding the receiver. If he gets behind you, I'm telling you, if I play wide receiver, I want to get behind those linebackers. I don't want to run in front of them. If I can run a slant behind these linebackers and they don't see me, guess what happens? I don't get hit. I don't get hit. And you can't even make the tackle because you don't know where he's at, Patrick Quinn. You have to get deeper than that. Once you recognize pass, you got to get deep. Deep is the deepest man, quick. That's the only way. So after that, he catches in stride, missed tackle, and he's gone. And this happened all day. They just abused us all day, had our head spinning, and we couldn't do nothing about it. Nothing about it. So to me, you ask me about the question of the day, the Steelers just lost mano a mano, man. On the field. On the field. And once again, Aaron Rodgers, his crew, the offensive linemen, the running backs, so-so receivers. I seen Wilson get into the game a little bit. The tight ends got into the game. We asked that. We don't have a problem with the offense right now. And it's wow how as soon as we get a defense here, the offense here in Pittsburgh, our defense goes to shit. But we can be better than that, man. We got to be better than that. I still don't like the old cornerbacks. That's going to come to bite us in the ass. But the defensive, like the outside linebackers, especially starting with TJ Watt, bro, you look tired in the first quarter. You played half the game. You look tired. So to be getting paid all that money, we need some impact. And we need some impact when it counts. Inside the division. They really could have helped themselves. All right, let's move on, man. Enough about the Steelers, man. Let's get started with some other NFL teams, man. Let's take a look around the league real quick and see what's going on in these divisions here, all right? Let's take a look around the league and see what's going on. The Rams are still dogging out. The Jaguars 21-0 in the third quarter. So that's good for my fantasy squad. Give me a couple more touchdowns. Matthew Stafford, I was a little worried about that game. Knowing if he would show up or not. But yeah, good stuff, Matthew Stafford. I'll take it. On top of the 4-2 Bills, the Dolphins are 1-5, and the Jets, worst team in football, is 0-6. All right. Steelers sitting at 4-2. Man, we didn't need that. Bengals 3-4, creeping on the come up. Ravens 1-5, and the Browns 1-5. Colts in the AFC South 5-1. Jaguars 4-2, looking like they about to lose today. Texans 2-3. Titans 1-5. AFC West Chargers 4-2. Broncos 4-2. Chiefs in third place. We ain't used to that, but we'll get into them later. 3-3. Raiders are 2-4. Now flip it up to the NFC. Eagles 4-2. They got a big game today against the Vikings. We shall see how they do. They've been having a little controversies, especially on offense. So we shall see. Commanders 3-3 in second place. Cowboys 2-3. Ain't too shabby, man. They started out bad. George Pickens hold them down. So we shall see. The Giants, the young G-men, Gen Z G-men. The Giants with Scatterboo and Jackson Dart 2-4, man. It look like they want to make something shake. NFC North, the Packers 3-1, lead that division. The Lions are 4-2. See if they can get back to grace. The Vikings 3-2 and the Bears 3-2. Real tight division, just like last year, because the Bears done stepped their game up. Started out 0-2, now they on a 3-game winning streak. All right. NFC South Buccaneers. Everybody talking about this might be the best team in football, sitting at 5-1. Well, they got big challenge this week, and we'll definitely get into that real quick. Falcons 3-2 on the come up. Panthers 3-3. Hey, it's been a while since the Panthers been 500. How long can they hold on to that? Saints 1-5. NFC West 49ers 4-2. Seahawks 4-2. Rams 4-2. And the Cardinals are 2-4. The Rams look like they're going to advance though to 5-2. So, hey, 49ers and Seahawks better keep pace, or they'll be in trouble, man. And that's around the league here on the underground. Always like to go through the standings and see what's up. Once again, man, hit the like button. If you in the chat, holla at me. Let me know you in the house. But other than that, man, let's get into the game, man. Game of the week this week on the underground. Like I said, Buccaneers versus Lions, man. Both of these teams got a lot to prove this week. And we shall see how it goes, man. The only thing, the worst thing about it is we got to wait till Monday night to see a great game like this. Now, the NFL loves to put their best games on Monday night. and get the primetime stuff and all that stuff like that. But yeah, a lot of people complain that they can't watch the whole game, man. They got to go to sleep and, but a game like this, you can't miss on a Monday night, man. Remember these teams, Bucks and Lions, used to be in the same division back in the day, you know what I mean? And now they're still battling for NFC supremacy. Lions haven't beaten anyone. They haven't beat anyone with a good record yet. Okay, I think they lost to Green Bay, and let's see who else they lost to. It was Green Bay. Oh, yeah, they got demolished by the Chiefs, all right? So they got beat up by the Chiefs 30-17. They lost to Green Bay first game of the year 27-13. But they beat the Bears 52-21. And they beat the Ravens 38-30. And they beat the Bengals 37-24. So they really haven't beat a team with it. No, well, the Bears got a winning record now. They're 3-2, but they still haven't really beat a giant like they're used to doing. But today, or I should say Monday, is their time. They got the Buccaneers sitting at 5-1. Now the Buccaneers were wounded, but now they got basically Mike Evans supposed to be coming back today, and Emeka Egbuka should be coming back today also. So I'm really excited about that because I like to see teams at full capacity. If I'm going to sit up all night and watch a Monday Night Football game, I want to see the teams that ain't injury prone. So I want to see them at 100%. So hopefully both of those wide receivers can come back for the Bucks, and we can have a great game because the Lions are at full capacity, and the Lions is hungry, man. Now, they ain't the kings of the jungle no more. At least not this year so far. Once again, I said the Lions ain't beat nobody yet. That's my opinion. Lions ain't beat nobody yet. So we shall see what they do on Monday night against the Buccaneers, who've been going off. But this game could push Baker Mayfield into a big lead for MVP, man. Everybody's been talking about MVP for Baker Mayfield. And we're going to get deeper into the MVP conversation a little later here. But yeah, everybody's been talking MVP for Baker Mayfield. So, in my opinion, this is going to be a great game. No excuses not to watch this game. Old school divisional battle from when I was a young kid, when it was 3 divisions instead of 4 in every conference. And I remember nobody wanting to watch this game. That's what I used to remember about my childhood when it came to the Bucks and the Lions. Even when Barry Sanders was there, you was like, this still ain't enough. Because the Lions used to be trash, and the Bucks used to be trash. But Baker Mayfield even got the Buccaneers winning when they go back to their creamsicle uniforms. Right? Who did they beat last week? Was that last week they was in them creamsicle uniforms? They definitely won. Yeah, it was the 49ers. They beat 30-19. Now, Fred Warner got lost for the season in that game. That was kind of jacked up. Or was it the game before he got lost for the season? Anyway, Buccaneers go out there and beat the 49ers. And, hey, telling you, Buccaneers ain't to be played with. They're definitely in Super Bowl contention at this point. They got receivers everywhere. Even when all their receivers, their starters were hurt. Godwin's always hurt. Evans was out. And Egbuka got hurt in that game. They still went and won and threw to rookies and guys nobody knew. So, yeah, the Bucks is here to play. But we shall see what they're going to do versus them Lions, because the Lions is hungry, man. The Lions need to prove themselves. So that's what makes this a great game. One more thing, man. Desmond Watson. If y'all don't know who Desmond Watson was or is, he was spotted at Tampa Bay practice actually playing. Okay, so actually practicing. Let me tell you who Desmond Watson is. Desmond Watson was the 360-pound draft. Well, he wasn't even a draft pick, but a rookie that got picked up in free agency by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Now, what I thought they was up to is stopping the tush push. But they wouldn't let him practice all preseason and wound up cutting him before the season started because he was overweight. He didn't practice one time. But he's appeared back. He's appeared back on the field practicing. So that's a good thing. And I was rooting for Desmond Watson. I really want to see Desmond Watson play. Now, I doubt if he plays this week, but I'm thinking they're just taking the long haul into getting him in playing shape. They're ready to wait until the end. Because I want to see this dude try to stop the tush push. I don't care. They said they didn't get him to stop the tush push. I think they lied. I definitely think they lied. We got a caller in the house. Give me 1 second.
Yo, what's good, bro?
Yo, it's the underground. Did you mean to call?
Yo.
Yeah, I'm listening to you. What's good with you?
What's good, bro? What you got going on? You off?
No, I thought you called me. My bad. I thought you called me. Well, you did. Maybe
I did. I was gonna call into the show, but it's cool. I'll call back in.
Okay, do that.
All right.
Yep. All right. So once again, Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Detroit Lions, Monday night underground game of the week. All right. So, but the next game coming up is a big game also. Two really good teams, Colts, Chargers. Colts have reemerged into one of the prime teams in the NFL. And this really reminds me of the days of when they beat my Steelers. Well, they could have beat my Steelers in the AFC Championship game, right? With the Hail Mary from Harbaugh. And my man pretty much dropped it in the end zone, or the Colts was going to the Super Bowl. Jim Harbaugh was going to the Super Bowl as a quarterback in Pittsburgh. Man, that would have been devastating. Pittsburgh Steelers go on to lose the Super Bowl to the Dallas Cowboys that year. But yeah, man, that would have been a heartbreaker. But the Colts are good again, man. This time they got a quarterback named Danny Dimes, and he's going to go play Jim Harbaugh as the coach now. And I was about to say San Diego, in LA, the LA Chargers, right? Now, these are the two of the best teams in the AFC, and they fighting for AFC supremacy, right? Colts sitting at 5-1. No, they got 2 losses, right? No, that's all right. 5-1. Chargers got the 2 losses sitting at 4-2. Now, the Chargers started out, 3-0? Then they lost 1. Then, it came back and it lost 2 in a row, I believe. Came back and get their dub last week. So they're back on track. Justin Herbert looks like he got his groove back real quick. We shall see, man. Justin Herbert is one of the beloved quarterbacks in the NFL. Everybody got him in their top 10, but he just, to me, seems to never get it done. Never get it done. So today, this game, to me, is about Justin Herbert getting it done. All right? The Colts, like I said, sitting pretty at 5-1, playing great on offense. They got the leading rusher, Daniel Jones, in the MVP race. Can you believe that? Daniel Jones in the MVP race. And the defense is legit. So the Colts got all corners covered. The Chargers look like they had all corners covered, but they've been slipped up a little bit lately. Got back in the game last week, and we shall see if they can take down the Colts, man. We can find out today if the Colts is for real. The Chiefs and Patrick Mahomes out of their division this year. And that is a real good division. Broncos too. But yeah, this game, what time they play today? I believe this got to be what they play, Chargers. It's out in LA. They got to be a 4:25 game, don't it? Yep, 4:05. Colts Chargers. That's a good one. Even if you got to take a nap, wake up, see what the results is to that one, man. But hey, I don't know if I'm taking a nap today. Usually I'm drinking for the Steeler game or something like that, and that's what make me a little sleepy, But nah, not today. Let's see what the back to check on the Rams and the Jaguars. Quarter 3, 5:29 left. Rams still up 21-0, man. Come on, LA. Give me a couple more fantasy points, man. I need it here. Need to win these fantasy games, you know what I mean? But yeah, Danny Dimes, the MVP candidate for the Colts. Can he solidify a little bit of that today? Can he do it? All right. Let's take a little bit of time here and go to halftime. Go get me some more water. And when we come back, we'll be talking about some MVP race. It's too early MVP race. Is it too early to talk MVP? And then we'll get into the rest of the games. We'll get into some betting. And we definitely going to get into some fantasy football, man. So stick around here on the Underground Sports Show. We'll be right back. It's halftime. Like button, baby. It's halftime. Subscribe to the channel. Share the channel, baby. I'll be right back. Yeah. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. I'll be right back. It's halftime. It's halftime. It ain't over yet. Yeah, you know what it is, baby. It's the Underground Sports Show. We live all the time. Call into the show, 412-407-274. Talk your sports, talk your shit. Yeah, it's the Underground. Yeah, let's talk about it, man. Let's talk some MVP, man. Too early to talk MVP? Nah, not no way. Not here on the Underground, man. Not too early for MVP. We're going to get into some upset alert, too. Once again, find out what your fantasy is when it comes to football, and we're going to get into some other games, man. Make sure we get out of here with the knowledge we need for today's games. Let's go. I'll be right back. Yeah. So once again, it's your host, Filthy Rich, on the Underground Sports Show, man. Appreciate you if you're in the house. Early to talk MVP. Is it too early to talk MVP? I don't think so, man, because that's why we're going to do it here on the Underground. We done talked about the Steelers. We done talked their shit. So definitely call into the show, interrupt the show if you got anything to say about how you felt about that Thursday night football game. All right? You see the question of the day here. Did coaching or the players lose the Steelers Thursday night football game? Who was it? What was the problem?
Lions versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Right.
All right. So, you know, me being a Panthers fan over down here.
We got the Ravens this year. So they saved the best for last pretty much.
Right. That part.
Okay. So
MVP race, it would be Rico Dowdle.
Rico Dowdle. Hey, look here, man.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
I see your Carolina bias.
So, with that,
okay.
Right.
I see your Carolina bias.
So, with that small margin of numbers that he's got, but still, those are big numbers. Okay, now he's jumped into it.
Yeah,
So,
that's definitely not small margin of numbers.
This year, it's been a crazy year. Crazy year.
Yeah,
I can't even see the offensive player of the year, nor the defensive player of the year. But I'm starting to get an eye vision on the rookie of the year.
Okay, I feel you on that. You want to spread that news since you brought it up? Who's the rookie of the year?
Yes, sir.
Who's the rookie of the year? You said you're getting an eye on it, right?
I'm going to tell you right now. At Teteroa McMillan for Carolina.
Okay.
He's starting to show up.
Okay.
And then don't sleep on Ashton Genty.
Yeah.
Quietly out there with the Raiders, he's doing actually pretty good.
Ever since Ryan Clark talked his shit on him, he been killing.
Yeah.
Ever since Ryan Clark talked his shit, he been killing.
Right. So I was looking at it this morning, you know, trying to pick up, you know, my fantasy players of who I wanted to get. And then all of a sudden, you know, I looked and I said, oh, Ashton Genty's showing out a little bit. Okay.
Yeah, he definitely is. Also, though, don't forget about Tampa Bay's wide receiver, Emeka Egbuka, man. He's killing right now, bro.
Yes,
he's coming off of a little injury, though. He should play today. Yeah, but he's killing right now in receptions and yards. He, to me, is looking like the rookie of the year. To me. I mean, there is other candidates, though. Those are legit candidates. And it's far from over, right? It's far. Anything can happen. An injury can happen. You miss 3 games. They drop your stats down. But Ashton Genty is looking good, man. A tough runner. You know what I mean? Hard to bring down. That's what I see. And he can catch the ball.
Yes, sir.
So, yeah, man. But I'm going to get it back into this MVP race right here. I do think Baker Mayfield is leading the MVP race. He got 12 touchdowns, 1 interception. And, yeah, you got a lot of background noise, bro. Hey.
Yep.
Hey, we're going to get off the line, man, because you got too much background noise.
Yeah, no, I got you.
All right, just call back, call the show again if you need to
all right, that's what we'll do.
Say something else. All right. All right, y'all. That was my man LAB. He's so biased for the Carolina Panthers for sure. But no doubt, Rico Dowdle, I don't think he's in no MVP race. But he definitely is balling out. It's taking this thing so long. All right. So Russian Rico Dowdle sitting there with 472 yards. About 125. Rico Dowdle only sitting there with 2 touchdowns. So, no, that's going to be a little bit of a problem for Rico Dowdle when he comes to getting MVP at a running back or offensive player of the year. But we was talking Ashton Genty, too. He's sitting in 9th place in rushing with 424 yards, right behind Derrick Henry, man. Big-time veteran right there. So, yeah, if you're talking shit on Ashton Genty, I really don't understand. I really don't. When it goes back to my man's conversation about most valuable, when you're talking most valuable, there's no way you could look at what Daniel Jones is doing and not say that's most valuable. He literally came from a team, came to a team that no one was thinking about and immediately made an impact. And it ain't like he's just holding it down. Daniel Jones is doing his thing. 8 touchdowns, 3 interceptions, 1,502 yards. 1,502 yards. I'm sorry. So Danny Dimes is proving that it was something in New York that was holding him back. And right now, he's second place in my MV Most Valuable Player award. He could almost be number 1. I'm going to call him 1A and 1B just because he just got there and immediately brought the Colts to the forefront, at least in the too early voting for MVP. Don't get it twisted. I said that already. Too early voting. So we're not saying this person's going to win. It's just kind of putting him in order right now. So 1A, 1B, Baker Mayfield, and Danny Dimes, man. Danny Dimes got the Colts turned up, man. Turned up. And if they can win this game against the Chargers today, oh, yeah, he's solidified in that position right there because he's going to have to perform. Because there's no way you can't key on Jonathan Taylor. You have to. You have to. All right. Now, my next guy up in the MVP race, and I got quite a few guys, so I'm going to try to speed it up a little bit. But Sam Darnold out in Seattle, man. Well, like I said about Danny Dimes, I'm into the valuable part of the player. You come to a team and you impact the team, and the impact can be seen. It's definitely you. That's what they said. Okay? But then Sam Darnold goes to Seattle and immediately tears things up. Now, does he benefit from a very, very good wide receiver in Jackson and Njigba? Yes, he does. But Njigba he was good. We knew he was good. He didn't look great until he got Sam Darnold. Right now, Njigba is big time leading tonight. He's still leading in yards. Now, we all know Puka only got 4 more receptions than Puka Nacua. But Puka Nacua done missed 2 games. But back on track talking about Sam Darnold. 1,540 against the Steelers in that game. Yeah, they got to be more consistent, Seattle Seahawks. And that's the reason, but it's no fault to Sam Darnold. It's not Sam Darnold's fault at all. All right, now, that used to be in this race, and we really didn't want to even see him get back into this race. But Patrick Mahomes, man, back into the MVP race. Now, the only reason I got him slided down this far is because his team is 3-3. But the only reason he's in this conversation is because that had nothing to do with him. Nothing to do with him. But you do have to win games to get the benefit, to me, for most valuable player. But Patrick Mahomes is out here killing. Okay? And it's not all in the stats. All these guys' stats look similar. Now, he's got 1,514 yards, 11 touchdowns, and 2 interceptions. So that's legit. That part is legit. Just come off of a 4 TD passing game. And Patrick Mahomes just looks like he's back. He just looks like he's back. He looks dangerous. Even after Kelsey just looks done to me. So he's dealing with wide receiver problems and still elevating his team. But now, this week, he gets Rashee Rice back. Yep, Rashee Rice is back for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, and I think that's going to elevate Patrick Mahomes to a different level, so I had to put him on this list. But I've got a feeling Patrick Mahomes is going to rise up this list, and the only way for him to rise up this list is for the Chiefs to make a big comeback when it comes to contention in the AFC. And nobody wants that, right? Nobody wants the Chiefs around, man. Just chill out for a minute, right? Relax. Take a season off. They're supposed to have the Super Bowl hangover, and they just don't want to go away. And Patrick Mahomes is the reason for that. All right, up next, Jonathan Taylor leading the league in rushing. Of course, Jonathan Taylor with, 603 yards. The 7 touchdowns would impress me. The 5-1 record, which he is the leader of this team. He is the reason this team is here. He gets to get credit for in the MVP race. Reason I got him back so far, you know the NFL don't like to give running backs the MVP, and you almost got to run for 2,000 yards or break a record, and they still don't want to give it to you. all these quarterbacks would have to just blow it for Jonathan Taylor to be MVP. But he definitely having an offensive player of the year type of year. So we should see what happens to that. But here on the Underground, man, we're going to pick our own MVP, right? And it don't got to be no quarterback, bro. If you're the most valuable player, you're the most valuable player. And honestly, Jonathan Taylor is one of the most valuable players in the NFL. Easy. All right, up next, Matthew Stafford, who's lighting it up early this morning in the first quarter. Look like they don't have to do much more. They just sitting on top of the Jaguars. Let's see what the score is again. Still 21-0 in the fourth quarter. Once again, they just sitting on the Jaguars. Jaguars can't get shit done. I seen a little bit of the game earlier. It was raining pretty bad. Maybe that got something to do with it. I don't know. They from Florida, man. It rain all the time down there. So I'm not understanding this. I wish I had seen the game, but it came on at a bad time for me. You know, a lot of people don't like the 9:30 games, man. People got stuff to do. Then you really get prepared for the 1 o'clock game. I mean, I love them, but once again, I got things to do. So it is what it is, man. About I guess it's good money though. It is good money for the NFL. All right, up next, but not last, Jackson Smith-Njigba, man. He's definitely deserved some MVP, Offensive Player of the Year stuff. He's killing. Like I said, Sam Darnold got a lot to do with it, you ask me. But I'm going to give him his credit, leading the league in receiving yards. So, yeah, and Njigba with less receptions. So he's getting his average is probably sick. Let me see. His average is, 16.6 yards a play. 16.6 yards a play to the number one guy. 42 receptions. Yeah, bro. He's killing. He's killing. I got a feeling we're going to see some more of that today in this Seattle game. Okay, Puka Nacua, even though he's hurt, we talked about him a little bit, still with 54 receptions at this point. That's crazy. I wish he would have got hurt because I think he was going to break some type of record. But, Puka Nacua is still on the Offensive Player of the Year watch for me. I think when he comes back, he's going to kill it. You know what I'm saying? And also, last but not least, man, we got to give George Pickens some credit, man. Nobody wants to get George Pickens credit, especially here in Pittsburgh. A lot of people say he's a bozo, keep him, whatever, the Cowboys. And I think the Steelers did do right about getting rid of George Pickens. But George Pickens is killing, though, man. 32 receptions, 525 yards, and the 6 TDs is what really impressed me, man. You got to put points up on the board. You know what I'm saying? So you can do all the fancy, smashy shit and get all the stats, but the most important stats is points. And George Pickens killing, man. And he's doing it his way. That's the wild part about it. But the only way for him to do it his way is for him to be the guy. And luckily he's in a position where CeeDee Lamb gets hurt and he's the guy. Right? So I don't think CeeDee Lamb's even coming back this week, so we shall see. But yeah, that's my MVP conversation. Too early MVP conversation right there, man. I think there's some good dudes in there. And you know, I'm happy for George Pickens, man. I ain't no hater, man. He found somewhere else to live. He was happy from the very door when he left here. And he's doing his thing, man. He is doing his thing. All right, let's get up into something next here. Let's get into some upset alerts, man. Let's check and see who's up on upset alert, all right? Let's see. Once again, question of the day. Did the coaching or players lose the Steelers Thursday night football game? What do y'all think, man? What is it? All right. It's time for upset alert in the house. Man, first team on upset alert is the Patriots. The Patriots versus the Titans. The lowly Titans, they do got one lucky win. The Titans coach, Brian Callahan, talked about that on Tuesday night. Is fired already, man. How you get fired in week 6, bruh? You got fired in week 6? Damn, they're harsh on these coaches, man. So, intern coach Mike McCoy used to be the head coach and did a terrible job in San Diego when it was the San Diego Chargers. So, I don't know what they're thinking. The whole game plan was trash, getting Cam Ward before they had a solid team built. So I think they're making him a little bad, even though he's making his mistakes too. He don't got a lot of help. He really don't. So the Patriots cannot afford to lose this game. They got a half a game lead by beating the Bills. They got a half game lead over them, and they need to extend that thing while the Bills are on the bye, sitting there licking their wounds from their loss to the Atlanta Falcons and the Grits Blitz. They're sitting there licking their wounds. Patriots got to handle their business, but the Tennessee Titans, man, they got a chance? I don't know, man. This would be a pure upset, but one thing about this game, man, might be a little tension in this game, especially for some players. They might want some get back from Mike Vrabel or something like that, because Mike Vrabel is going back to Tennessee. So that's the big story in this game. Other than them being on upset alert, you got Mike Vrabel going back to Tennessee, which it looks like they should have kept him around, right? But if they can beat him today, they'll at least be able to talk shit for a week, or at least for the rest of the season. We got out on you. We fucked up your season, something like that, all right? Up next on Upset Alert, Raiders and the Chiefs. Now, we just talked about Patrick Mahomes being definitely in contention for the MVP. So you can't go out there and lose to the Raiders. No, you can't, man. You can't do it. But once again, this is a divisional game, and you never know what's going to happen in the divisional game. Coaches know each other well. Players know each other well. Rashee Rice is coming back. Will he force a little bit too much to Rashee Rice? I hope so. So in my fantasy squad, I don't know how I got lucky enough to scoop up Rashee Rice a couple weeks ago and wait for him to get off his suspension. But why was he floating out there? Because I think Patrick Mahomes is going to target this dude like crazy. Now, it might not happen this week right away because they know how much they need to win, and they need to just, not try to force a guy the ball and mess around and lose a game because they doing too much. You know what I mean? Trying to get him back into the game. They might let him get him back into it slowly but surely. But hey, Chiefs need to take care of the Raiders today. They cannot afford to be on Parlay Buster next week. All right? So the Chiefs need to handle the Raiders. But the Raiders, man, hey, we talked about Ashton Jeanty, man. He needs to be the focal point for the Raiders. Not Geno Smith. They need to run the ball. And the Raiders know that. Tom Brady knows that. Pete Carroll knows that. Let's go, man. I want to see Ashton Jeanty upset the Chiefs because we need to get the Chiefs out of here, man. I don't want to worry about them, man. I really don't. Next squad up on Upset Alert. The Broncos are at home versus the Giants. The Gen Z Giants. Scatterboo. And Jackson Dart, a team everybody wants to see, right? Because them two players been showing off. Them two players been on Facebook and Instagram and trends more than anybody in the past week for upsetting the Eagles last Thursday night. So they're coming off a little bye, a mini bye, and they want some smoke. But I think the Broncos, man, the Broncos is pretty determined to win this division. Broncos got good coaching. Bo Nix is nice. Defense is feisty. I think they got a chance to show this rookie what they're going, what the NFL is really about. Okay? So all the fancy smashy shit, he got his chain on. You know what I'm saying? Jackson Dart, that is. Scatterboo want to do backflips in the end zone. I don't think the Broncos is having that. They don't want the Chiefs back in their ass. They don't want that. So, yeah, that's Upset Alert today. Patriots versus Titans, Raiders versus Chiefs, and the Giants. Can they take out the Broncos, man? And I always pick one of these games as the upset. Ooh, it's a tough one, man. I don't know here. I must have to say, I'm going to go Raiders-Chiefs, man. Raiders, I think the Raiders got the best chance to take out the Chiefs today. Even though the Chiefs at home, that's a doozy. You know what I mean? I just can't see the Titans beating the Patriots with Vrabel going back to Tennessee. They just ain't good enough to pull that one off. And the Broncos, man, I think they're going to show Jackson Dart what it is like in the NFL, man. Could this be Jackson Dart, welcome to the NFL moment today with those linebackers that be blitzing in that pass rush from the Denver Broncos up in Mile High. It's tough to play in Mile High. Coming from New York, it's a long way, and the air's different. So I don't know about that. All right, what time we got, man? 12:14. Let's get into some let's get into some gambling, man. Let's leave, because it's about time to put in some bets, right? About that time. So let's see what we could do on odds and ends. Odds and ends, man. Let's bring up the FanDuel odds for the games today. And I'm going to give y'all the underdog 5-leg parlay of the day. You know what I'm saying? I got a parlay for you. Yeah, I do, man. Now the Rams went up 28-0 at this point. Shut out whoever got the Rams defense is killing in fantasy. But yeah, man, I'm going to give you my underground 5 parlay of the day. And you call into the show or hit me in the chat. Give me something to make some money on, man. Don't be shady. Let me get some cheese out here. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, let's go through the teams, man. Eagles got the Minnesota Vikings. Eagles are favorites by 2.5 points in Minnesota. They are struggling on offense. So the over and under is only 43.5. What do you think, man? Is the Eagles offense break out today? I'm going to say, yeah, man, a little frustrating. I think a little bit of stuff that they've been going through is a little fluky. Vikings do got a good defense, though, a legit defense at least. So this will be a good game. I do like the Eagles by 2.5, so I'll take that. They'll beat them by a field goal, but I'm going to go over the 43.5, all right? Now, up next, my squad that was on upset alert, the Las Vegas Raiders and the Kansas City Chiefs. Ooh, the Chiefs are 13.5 point favorites. Oh, goodness, man. I don't know. FanDuel might be right, huh? And the over and under is 44.5. I'm going to go over still, 44.5. And I'm going to say that I'll pick them for upset alert. So I'm going to say the Vegas, they cover, man. 13.5 points, that's a lot. I think they're fighting for their lives, man. Good divisional games. It might be a little tight. So I'm going to go Raiders 13.5. All right, New Orleans Saints versus the Chicago Bears, huh? Today at 1:01 p.m., New Orleans Saints are 3.5 point underdogs to the Bears, who are on a 3-game winning streak. I'm going to go ahead and take the Bears at 3.5. This will be a tight game. Over and under is 43.5. I'm going over. I do like Rattler at quarterback. He be slinging it. They got a couple little receivers here and there. Kamara seems to have it still, but Chicago's been lighting it up. So I'm going over 43.5 for sure. And I'm going to pick the Bears at 3.5. I'm kind of suspect about that, though. That 3.5 is a bit much. It might be a field goal type of game, and you lose that bet. But we shall see. Miami at Cleveland. Cleveland's in disarray. Will this be the game that Shedeur Sanders can get in the game? Who knows? But I don't know if Miami can blow out these boys. And they are an underdog to the Cleveland Browns in Cleveland at plus 2.5. Wow, Miami. I mean, Tyreek Hill is hurt, but it seemed like they kept playing well. I don't know about being underdogs here. That's kind of wild. But you know what? I'm going to take Miami. Since they are the underdog, the over and under is 34.5. You got to go over. You be crazy. So that's that right there. Carolina Panthers also versus the Jets at 1 o'clock. Carolina Panthers are underdog to the Jets. Wow. Carolina Panthers are at 500 for the first time in a long time, and they're underdogs. Just because they're going to New York? I mean, the Jets is 0-6. But it's only a 1 point underdog. I guess somebody got to be the underdog. But you would think they had put the 0-6 team is the underdog. That's crazy. So you got to take Carolina at 1.5. Over and under is 39.5. I think a little offense is going to break out. Justin Fields going to run around a little bit. So I'm going to go over 39.5 because Bryce Young can score too. All right, up next, New England at Tennessee. We talked about this on Upset Alert. Titans are 6.5 point favorites. I'm taking that. I think New England's going to go out there and just handle their business like they did versus the Bills. Over and under 41.5. Ooh, I'm going to stay under. New England should be able to handle these boys and do their thing. So let's say this game goes under. All right. Also at 1 o'clock, the Colts got the Chargers. Chargers are 2.5 point favorites at the crib. Over and under is 48.5. We should see some fireworks in this game. That's why the over and under is pretty high. Not too high, though. So I'm going to go over 48.5. Score more than 25 points each team. You got it right there. Yeah, I think that's going to happen today. There's going to be a lot of running the ball with these two coaches. Harbaugh's old team. So, yeah, man, I don't even know who I want to take. But I'm going to take the Colts, who's the underdog, at 2.5 and give myself 2 chances to win. So, yeah, Colts win and take on supremacy in the AFC, all right? At 4 o'clock, New York Giants go to Denver. Another squad on my upset alert. The Giants are underdogs by 8.5 points, and deservedly so. Record's not that good, but they got a sport with Jackson Thornton, and what can they do? I do think it's going to be a good game and a competitive game. So I will take the Giants at 8.5 points. And the over, I'm going over 40.5 points. I'm going over 40.5 points. All right. The Washington Commanders and the Dallas Cowboys. Now, we didn't get a chance to get into that game much, but I'll tell you about this game. Wide receivers are at a minimal for Washington, okay? They got Deebo Samuels is out today and Terry McLaurin been out. Now, they still got Zach Ertz, but that don't help Jaden Daniels at all. So I'm feeling like they need to get into their running game, man. Krosky Merritt, the young running back, is very good. They need to give him the ball more. Him and Jaden Daniels had that fumble situation last Monday night when they played the Bears and lost the game for themselves. So I really think they're going to want some get back. But the Cowboys has been trying to get back on everybody. They feel disrespected. They've been playing hard. You ask me, Dak Prescott might be in the MVP race too. Let's talk about that. But they got to get a better record to get Dak Prescott in that race. So, yeah, they'll be scrapping hard. Washington is a underdog. And I might agree with that, man. I'm going to go with the Cowboys -1.5 because I just think these coaches going to mess it up for Washington. I just got this feeling. They did it last week. They do it all the time. I think that's what's going to happen. I got Dallas at 1.5. Over and under is 54.5. That's high. I'm going under. Like I said, they wide receivers is out. I think they're going to slow the game down. I'm going definitely under 54.5. All right, last few games. Green Bay, Arizona. Green Bay's -7. I'm going to take that. No Jacks, no Kyler Murray. So, yeah, -7. I'm going to go by. They can win by more than a touchdown. Over and under is 44.5. I'm going to stay under there, too. All right, Atlanta and San Francisco, man. Whoa, what a big game here, man. Remember back in the day where these teams used to be in the same division, too. You know what I'm saying? When there was 3 divisions, they used to get it on. Jerry Rice and Deion Sanders shaking hands. We used to love these games right here. Well, Atlanta's hot again with their grit splits. They blitzed the shit out of Josh Allen on Monday night last week and set them into their bye with their heads down. Like, what's going on with us? Well, Atlanta, they got their head up, man. And right now, they are favorites in this game, and the game is in San Francisco. Now, San Francisco, a lot of injury problems, but McCaffrey's been playing great. Mac Jones, the substitution's been playing great, and they got really good coaching, man. So I'm going to take San Francisco at +1.5. At the crib, yeah. East Coast teams don't travel west well. It just don't happen. Over and under is 46.5. Let's see if we can put some points up, Atlanta. I'm going to trust y'all and go over 46.5 for San Francisco coming out with the dub. Then we got 2 Monday night games. One early one at Houston and Seattle. I think that's the early one. Yeah, it don't matter. Anyway, Houston and Seattle. I expect Seattle to win this. Seattle's favored by 3 points. And so they got to win by more than that. I'm going to take that, man. I got respect for Seattle. I think there will be a couple points scored there because I already mentioned MVP Sam Darnold. So the over and under is 41.5, which is low. I'm going to go over that. And last but not least, Tampa Bay Buccaneers got the Detroit Lions, the Underground Sports Show, game of the week. We all got to wait till Monday night to see it. But the Lions are favored at home by 5.5 points, okay? You got Tampa Bay, the underdog. I think this got a lot to do with the injuries and not knowing who's going to play. They do got an extra day to get those injuries together. But no matter what, I'm going Tampa Bay. 5.5 points, though, that's steep. That's steep. But I'm going to just trust them anyway. I'm going to trust that them wide receivers come back and tear Detroit's defense up. 5.5 points. I'm taking the bet. And the over-under is 53. I think they're going to have a little more pride than that on Monday night. I'm going to say under 53.5, though. You know what I'm saying? But a good game there. Come on, Tampa Bay. You got to win by more than 5.5. That's risky. All right, well, let me give you my Underground 5 parlay of the day. Get you some bread. Let's go here. 5 teams that I think definitely going to win the day on the money line. I'm going to go the Bears in New Orleans. Number 2, I'm going to go to Patriots in Tennessee. Then I'm going to go San Francisco versus Atlanta out on the West Coast. Tampa Bay over Detroit. And Seattle over Houston, both on Monday night. That's my 5-leg parlay right there, man. You put $100 on that right there. Let's see what you get. $1,822. 5-gamer, man. Chicago Bears, New England Patriots, San Francisco 49ers over Atlanta Falcons, Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Detroit Lions, and Seattle Seahawks over the Houston Texans on Monday night too, man. 5-legger, put 5 on it, 10 on it, see what 10 gets you. Just be cheap. 10 gets you $182. You can pay a bill with that. You flip $10 into $182 with the Underground 5. I'm definitely doing that today, man. Get my money. For sure. What time we looking at? Almost 1:30, man. Time. Hockey already started. WNBA just ended. If you watch the WNBA, A'ja Wilson, shout out to A'ja Wilson and the Aces for winning the WNBA championship. And yeah, it's on. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. That's pretty much it for the show. I was supposed to look into Super Bowl odds. Let's check the Super Bowl odds real quick. See how much they moved around. I know my Steelers moved down after losing. I know they did. Yo, it's the Underground. What's the deal with you?
Yo, what's good?
What's going on? Talk your
You
sports.
talking about fantasy yet?
Yeah, not yet, but we can get into that. Because I got a question for you.
All right. What's that? What you got?
Well, here's my quarrel, man. I'm trying to figure out. Here, let me get to it. I'm trying to figure out if I should start Rashee Rice today, coming off of, his suspension. Ain't been with the team in a while. And, it's Patrick Mahomes. He's pretty much been guaranteed lately. But I want to know if I should start Rashee Rice over like a Chris Olave or Stephon Diggs, who've been consistent so far. Is that a smart move to take a wide receiver that...
Oh, no, matter of fact, that's his brother that's hurt. My bad.
Yeah, I'm about to say, he just came back from... I mean, he's questionable, though. He is questionable.
On the phone. Okay. Rashee Rice over Diggs or Olave?
Right. Coming off a suspension. This is his first game back. Yeah, you might not want to do that, right?
I think I would probably start him. I think Mahomes is probably more prone to get him the ball, and that's basically saying like, okay, who I want to go with giving my receiver the ball, Spencer Rattler or Mahomes?
There you go.
You know what I mean? I think Mahomes. You can't go wrong with Mahomes. You know what I mean? Even if Olave have a good game, I think Mahomes is going to spread the ball around. I got Xavier Worthy. I got him on the bench. But I'm hoping, at some point I can start him. But I wouldn't bet against Mahomes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Ultimately. So I'd probably start him his first game back. He's smiling on it. He's ready to be back on the field. I would probably gamble with the Rashee Rice.
Yeah.
I would probably gamble with that.
I'm with you on that. That's really...
Go
ahead.
I got a question for you, though. Okay. All right. So I picked up Rico Dowdle, right?
Right.
Rico Dowdle from Carolina.
Okay.
I didn't start him last week. You know what I'm saying? I kicked myself in the ass. I didn't start him last week. Now Chuba Hubbard's back.
Yep.
The coach talking about he don't know who's starting, who's going to break down, who's going to get the workload and that. So I got to think. I'm thinking if I want to bench Saquon Barkley or Breece Hall.
Whoa.
Or Breece Hall.
Whoa.
Yo, dog, Saquon Barkley, he's more missed than hit. Like,
I know.
He had no games with 90 yards, but at the same time, this might be his breakout touchdown crazy game. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah, because like you said, it's the name. When you said that, all I can think about is Saquon Barkley's name when you said that. You know?
Okay, all right. Rico Dowdle or Breece Hall?
I mean,
And Rico Dowdle, he's going to share the load with Chuba. We just don't know how much.
yeah.
Brees Hall, they don't have no passing game. They're more likely to lock in on him, but I don't think Carolina's that good against the run anyway. You know what I mean?
Right. But Brees Hall been doing pretty good, hasn't he?
Last week he didn't do shit. Before that he got 100 yards, no touchdowns, but last week he didn't do shit.
Yeah. I mean, that's kind of risky putting a dude in, and it's not because that they're saying he's splitting carries. It's because Chuba Hubbard's coming back. It's who it is coming back. He's been there for a while. He's been consistent before he got hurt.
Chuba Hubbard ain't really shit to me though. Like, you know,
I mean, he ain't like a.
And he's running for two. Dude came in and ran for 200 yards and 180 something.
Yeah,
like
against
50 yards receiving
against the team that he had a vendetta against. I mean, he was like super motivated. Not that Rico Dowdle ain't good, but
but at the same time, it's like shit. Like that production, I don't give a fuck how motivated you is. Either you got it or you don't. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but
200 yards,
as a coach,
200 plus yards back to back.
You got to think about. As I feel what you're saying. Is it that was back-to-back games?
The week before, 2 weeks ago, he had 200 yards rushing. Last week, he had like 180 and fucking like 50-something yards receiving.
Yeah. And I mean, yeah, he's killing. I mean, so basically what you're saying is you're putting Chuba Hubbard on the back burner if you're the coach of the Carolina Panthers.
I would be smart. I would.
Yeah. So
they're saying they're not going to let us know who's starting, what the workload is, or nothing. It's a big ass secret. You know what I'm saying? And Brees Hall, he's had like maybe one good game, so he's not like no solid start. And motherfucking Saquon Barkley ain't no solid start at this point either.
Nah, but it's so hard to take him off your roster. And I know you. He's probably the first pick of your draft.
Yeah, he's my first pick.
Hell yeah, you ain't getting Saquon Barkley.
I'm not happy about that either.
No, you shouldn't be. I mean, I'm in the same situation with Jahmyr Gibbs. He's playing okay, but it ain't what,
I got Gibbs on one too. Yeah. I picked Gibbs first. It was either him or Gibbs. And one league I picked him, the other league I picked Gibbs.
But you got to leave him out there, though. You got to leave him out there. Because I thought the same thing. Hold on real quick.
Brees Hall or Rico. Brees Hall is scheduled, from what the
projections,
computers say.
Yeah.
Brees Hall is supposed to make more yards than Rico Dowdle. But at the same time, I don't know, man.
Brees Hall ain't splitting no carries, man. I would be thinking Brees Hall just because I don't know what the coach is going to do. Keep Rico Dowdle. I know what you don't want to do. You don't want to miss one of them 200-yard games by Rico Dowdle. That's what you're thinking. But
I've been on a losing streak, man. I've been getting my ass kicked in fantasy, dog.
And if you get your ass kicked, if you get your ass kicked, you might as well go take a risk and just put Dowdle in there, man. The coach might just not want to tell nobody what he's doing. I think Chuba Hubbard, though, deep down inside, I think Chuba Hubbard's going to get the ball again. You know what I'm saying? I really do. I think they're going to split them and try to keep them both healthy. He is coming off an injury, though, so he might get the lighter side of the load. And if Dowdle's going crazy, it's hard for a coach to take the ball out of a hand at a dude that's going crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's just about how much you. I would definitely leave Barkley in over Brees Hall, though. I'm not taking Barkley out. I would take Dowdle and put him in for Brees Hall just because of the injury thing. Maybe he's going to bring him back slow. But who if Brees Hall go off, you're going to be bad.
That's what I'm saying. He's due for a big one, too. But Dowdle went stupid, like historically stupid, like 2 weeks in a row.
Well, you do.
You know what I mean? So I'm in a bad place. Man.
All right. Real quick, though, hold on. In the chat, both will start and split quarters for Carolina. Okay. And he also says, Ill City Sports also says, and they both will make pay dirt. So that's touchdowns. And, hey, look, he watched Carolina every week. Okay. And, I mean, he probably, let's see what kind of touchdowns they got anyway. How many touchdowns?
I mean, listen, I watch the Steelers every week too. That don't mean I know Freiermuth's gonna fall more than motherfucking Jonnu Smith. Like, you know what I mean?
No, hold up. When we talk about the running game, though, we talk about the running game, which is a little easier to see. I mean, if you watch the Steelers every week, you don't think Jaylen Warren's gonna get the ball most if he's the healthiest guy? and you've been watching the Steelers for 5-6 weeks, you know that. You know who's going to get if everybody's healthy. And what he said is they've been splitting time the whole time. That's what I seen anyway, just from watching. Even when I go back and just watch the replays of the game, Rico Dowdle was getting in the game when Chuba Hubbard was there. But Chuba Hubbard was the guy. He's been there for a while, and he was doing well. He's on my fantasy squad. You know, I was mad when he got hurt.
So Chuba Hubbard was getting points. Like he was
he's a good fantasy running back.
All season, like he's been putting in work.
He was one of the leading rushers last year in the NFL. He was in the top like 5 or 6 last year, and this year he was catching the ball a lot, catching receiving touchdowns. Having rushing touchdowns when they get down there. It's all about Bryce Young. If Bryce Young can march them down the field, they'll score the touchdowns because they got a good running game. It's just who's in the game. Breece Hall, I mean, that's a 50-50, man. I might go Rico Dowdle because he just seemed like he can explode more than Breece Hall can. If the way you've been looking at it, the way you explained it, Breece Hall's kind of like slipping and ain't really like having no 200-yard game. At least Rico Dowdle got the potential to do that.
Last week, they went away from Breece Hall. Like he had like a couple good runs, and they just stopped giving him the ball.
And they be losing. Once you get behind,
and the Jets is ass. They don't got no passing attack.
Can they beat Carolina today? You know they play the same team.
That's what I'm saying. I doubt it. The Jets are fucking terrible. So I doubt they're gonna beat Carolina.
Yeah, Carolina should win this game. But
I doubt it. But it's like, man, no matter who I start, one of them is going to ball or both of them is going to, like, you know what I'm saying? I know I'm going to start the wrong person. I'm going to be looking, you know what I mean? I'm going to take another fucking L.
You're going to be looking at your phone all night, man. Every time you look at your phone, you're going to be mad as hell. Oh, shit.
I don't know. I already sat Stafford on the bench. I got Goff starting. Stafford got 4.
Look, you took the words right out my mouth. I listened to you 2 weeks ago. When I asked you, should I start? Well, you answered the question. You said leave Matt Stafford in over Danny Dimes because that's my backup, and it's been working since, bro. Leave Stafford in there.
This nigga got 5 fucking touchdowns, man.
Without Puka.
Man, I know this nigga Goff is gonna go throw for 182 and 2 touchdowns, man, and 2 picks. Now I know this nigga's gonna bum it up, man.
Buccaneers defense, they'll give him something. They'll give him something, and they need their get back right now. They need to beat a good team. I think you're okay still. I don't know about 5 touchdowns though.
That's what I'm saying, man. He had 3 in the first half.
Yeah. You ain't getting 5 out of him. But it should be a shootout. You should get something.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
It
should be a shootout. It should.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
It should.
I know he ain't gonna throw for no 5 fucking touchdowns. I know that.
Right.
But I went with the computer. Computer said start dog. You know what I mean?
Right.
And Carolina, Jacksonville's defense was halfway decent until today.
Yeah. Sure was. But let me.
They got the number 1 defense on fantasy.
Who did?
The Jaguars.
Oh yeah. In some leagues, it depends on your league. I seen them from anywhere 1 to 6.
Yeah, the league I got them over the number 1.
I think I got them starting today too. I think I got them starting in my ESPN league. But anyway, they might have murked. But anyway, question of the day though, Tommy Ward. Here's my thing, man. Did the Steelers lose that Thursday night football game from coaching or the players, dog? Or anything you want to say about that game?
I fell asleep. I missed the third quarter on. I went to sleep, man.
Damn, what you eat for dinner?
I just figured I was gonna go to sleep and wake up with a W in the morning.
I just want to know what you ate for dinner. Fuck all that. I want to know what you ate for dinner, which put you to sleep for the Steelers Thursday night football game. Because the construction job can't be that hard, sir.
When I seen Flacco carving them up, I was like, man, I'm going.
That's what you ate. You ate the same thing Jamar Chase was eating, bro. You ate the same thing. Jamar Chase was out there like Pac-Man eating, bro.
I seen some highlights. I seen the one dude broke this shit down. He said, yo, Jamar Chase is running an out route. He's playing off 12 yards off the ball. He ran an out route 5 times. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, man, coaching and the player. I mean, at some point, I got to put two people on Jamar Chase. You know what I mean? I got to give him some help over time.
Okay, but he didn't even go deep.
Yeah, because he was taking that out route all day.
Yeah, what I'm saying is like, all right, sometimes there's no way, nothing you could do to scheme it up if a player's good. You know, there's been a million receivers to beat the double team. You say you got a double teaming, but a good receiver, Antonio Brown, Randy Moss, Jerry Rice, any great receiver, bro, they all, Michael Irvin, they all seen a double team and they all beat it, right? You can't be a great wide receiver without beating a double team. You can't even be a number one wide receiver in this league without beating a double team. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to be able to do it. So you still going to give him the ball. So as a coach, there's nothing you can do to scheme up a great player. The players on the field got to handle that, man. Jalen Ramsey talk that shit.
They definitely do. They
yeah,
definitely do.
You know what I mean? I can't.
Yeah, you playing defense ultimately. Yeah, you watching him.
You could tell it. You could tell a DB, all right, bump him at the line of scrimmage. Then he go out there and he can't get his hands on him. Like, I ain't got no PlayStation controller in my hand. You know what I'm saying?
I mean,
so
I think it falls on the player, and then it falls on the coach. But it's like, it depends on what defense are you running. If you're man to man against Higgins and motherfucking Chase. Yeah, I don't know what you smoking on the sidelines or up in the booth or whatever, but man, you don't man to man them two receivers, especially not Jamar Chase.
And you don't,
especially with old ass niggas like motherfucking Ramsey and what's his name, Clay?
Yeah.
Slate. They're not man to man type of dudes.
I mean, they was, but anybody at 30 years old ain't about to watch Jamar Chase, bro. You can forget about it.
I mean, you got to take
or
one
T.
of the
Higgins
away.
Or T. Higgins gonna just
do whatever they want.
T. Higgins is like one of the best wide receivers in the league too.
I'd rather try to take. That's what I'm saying. But you can't have both of them doing what they want. Somebody got to. You know what I mean? You got to favor one of them receivers.
Hey, to me, it was mano a mano, bro. They couldn't stop the run either, so that means you get your ass kicked at the line of scrimmage.
And I had that running back. I sat him on the bench.
Chase Brown, damn.
I sat him on the bench because he didn't do shit all year. So I sat him on the bench. Left 60 points on the bench.
You have a bad luck this year, bro.
I don't know why I bet on the Steelers stopping the run. Like, I don't know what I was high off of. But
the last couple games, we shut the run down. I think it was a lot. Now, that's where the coaching came into me. I showed it earlier, some defensive alignments that the Steelers were in. It was 2nd and 4, and the Steelers was already in a nickel defense. You know what I'm saying? Like, why you got 3 DBs on the field, and then they take a defensive lineman off the field? They don't take a linebacker off the field to put a corner on the field. They took a defensive lineman and put him on the field. You know what I'm saying? So it was like,
that's coaching too. Like,
that's what I was about to say. That's the coaching part of it right there. I showed this earlier, very early in the show. But hold up, let me go back a little bit. But yeah, bro, like, commercial won't get me. But anyway,
welcome to the official Arby's Steak Nuggets.
You don't do that. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And 2nd and 4 is a running down. Am I correct?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so why is you in nickel already when you need to stop the run first? You know what I'm saying? Okay. But you scared of the pass and still can't stop the pass.
That's what I'm saying. You can't stop shit.
Then it's the players. Then it's the players. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I'm saying. You can't stop the pass or the run.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So,
you know what I'm saying?
But at the same time, the Steelers were scoring on them too. So it's like,
yeah. Oh, the offense came to bring it. The offense came to bring it. This is what we didn't think. Okay, this is what I'm saying about the Steelers. At the beginning of the year, nobody thought Aaron Rodgers and the offensive line was going to be the strongest point of the team at any point of the season. Okay, and that's where exactly we at right now. Offensive line done played very well. Didn't give up a sack that night. Didn't give up a sack against the Patriots. Only gave up 2 sacks the game before that. So in 3 games, we only given up 2 sacks. Okay? And Aaron Rodgers been lighting it up, saving the Steelers, right? But the defense is ranked last in the league, bro. And there's something here. We always said Patrick Queen was trash. We always said TJ Watt was getting too old. We always said these cornerbacks they brought in was too old. And, you know, it's rearing its ugly head when we play against a good, not team all the time, but a good unit. Like the Cincinnati Bengals, we know can play offense. We know that.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I don't know if the Steelers is trash all of a sudden. I really do think they had a bad night.
No,
but
I told you, they're 4-2.
Okay.
But they're not a good 4-2 team. Like I told you that. They've been getting some wins. I can't take that away from them. But like I said before, I don't think they're a good team. You know what I'm saying? They got holes.
How?
They're not a good team.
I mean,
because they're just not. They're not good against the run. They're not that good against the pass.
Right. But on offense, they put up points though.
I mean, Cincinnati's ass. The Jets is ass.
Seattle's ass.
Just listen. They put up some points. I'm just saying, however you want to slice it, they're 4-2. But I don't think when they take they still ain't scoring in the first quarter, right? Or the first drive.
Yeah, they did.
First quarter, first drive.
Yeah, they did. They've been past that. That was 2 games ago. And then they did it again the other day.
No, I could have sworn they just had a stat where Mike Tomlin ain't scored a touchdown in the first.
That was long. That's old news. Like Aaron Rodgers busted that. Aaron Rodgers busted that. That was 2 games ago. And then he just did it again.
Touchdown.
He just did it again. Yeah, the first drive. They scored on Thursday night on the first drive.
All right, well, you tell me that. Okay, what is their identity?
Aaron Rodgers, unfortunately. This year, right now.
Okay. All right. Now listen to this though. Your identity is a nigga that's 41 years old.
Right.
Is that a good team?
I mean, that's Tom Brady won a Super Bowl being that old.
Man, that nigga's not. First of all, a lot of shit was going in Tom Brady, man, him and the rest is brother and sister, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, he ain't Tom Brady. That's for one. And Tampa Bay was a good team. Tampa Bay ain't fucking, the Steelers ain't no Tampa Bay.
What?
The Steelers, so what you're saying is the Steelers are Super Bowl bound, the Super Bowl contenders?
I mean, Tampa Bay really wasn't like Super Bowl contenders until Tom Brady came. So,
man.
And nobody, and then they still didn't have a great season that year. You know that, right? They made the playoffs and went on a run.
They
didn't win every game. They didn't win every game. They was like 10. They might have been like 11-5 or one of them around. It wasn't that great. They snuck into the playoffs, but
the defense was way better. Them linebackers way better. D-line they was way better.
They was mediocre. They was mediocre. Your boy, the linebacker dude, he went.
Levante David.
Man,
David was in his prime.
Okay.
Man, hell no. That defense was good, man.
Hey, I ain't said it wasn't good. But all you got to do, they didn't play good all year. That's what I'm telling you. It wasn't every game that they was like, oh, yeah, Tampa Bay's defense. Da-da-da-da. No, it was Tom Brady's about to have to lead. His old ass is about to have to lead the Tampa Bay Buccaneers to the Super Bowl. And he got it done. This defense did step up in the Super Bowl, especially.
Who was the receivers?
Had to be Mike Evans still.
Antonio
Godwin. That wasn't that long ago. Antonio Brown was there. That wasn't that long ago.
Right. Did you go? What do you got that? That's not even fucking nowhere comparable to motherfucking DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin.
And you can't compare Tom Brady to Aaron Rodgers either. You're right. All I'm saying, but I'm talking about this year. I'm talking about this year right now. The Steelers is 4-2. It is what it is. Just because you lose a game, you act like they lost by 1 million points. They lost by 2 points.
Listen,
they had the game won.
All right, listen, you asked me, I told you they're not a good team. They 4-1.
I told you that they was going to win. They're 4-2. You said they was going to have a losing season. That's what you said. Don't try to change it now. You said they was going to have a losing season.
Damn, it's 6 games, nigga. It's 11 more games.
Well, I'm winning right now. You could talk later, but right now, we straight. And we should have won that game. And we should have won a Seahawks game.
Hey, man, shoulda, coulda, woulda, man.
I still got, well, we 4-2. We 4-2.
Hey, man, exactly. No, but listen, okay. They who they beat is what I'm asking. Who they beat?
Who they beat? Minnesota.
Yeah. Okay. Minnesota.
Just like the Lions, who they beat? Who the Lions beat? Everybody's on they jock. Who they beat? Who they beat?
I don't know.
Nobody. Nobody. Just like the Steelers. Nobody.
So if the Steelers played the Lions, it would be a good game.
You're supposed to beat the nobodies though. So we straight. We legit.
Listen, I'm asking you.
You said they're not a good team.
If the Steelers play the Lions, would it be a good game?
Yeah, it could be. It could be ugly too.
Niggas will blow the Steelers the fuck out.
We could have blew Cincinnati out that night if a couple things didn't would have went different.
Man, first of all, they got a two-headed monster in the backfield. They got a good a good tight end, good receivers, and a good quarterback. The Steelers don't put up 50 on the Steelers, man.
What they got on defense?
Easy.
So will Cincinnati. But what they got on defense? I told you the best part of the team right now.
Defense is solid enough to stop the Steelers.
So you don't think the Steelers can recover at all and become a half-decent defense? You think that one game is the Steelers' defense? There's no adjustments they can make to be better than that. They didn't stop the other teams from running the ball down their throat all like that either. The past 2 weeks, like the Patriots and Cleveland. The dude had 200-yard games in a row, and they stopped him. They just didn't play well that night. And the players didn't play well that night. But the Steelers ain't trash, bro.
Man. Listen, they're not trash, but they're not good either. They're not good.
So they ain't making the playoffs?
You know what I mean? It's like, okay, all right, okay. So when the Steelers play week in and week out, you bet money that the Steelers going to win?
I never bet on the Steelers.
Why not?
But you might as well. If you bet in the last 18 years, if you bet on the Steelers all year, you be up. You be up.
But you don't.
I just don't do it. No, I'm not brave enough to make a lot of bets. But look at the stats, though. Look at the stats. In the past 18 years, bro, we win every season. And the same thing's going to happen again.
Yeah, you don't bet on them because you know them niggas ain't no lock to win.
How?
Don't bet on them.
It ain't about a lock.
Yes,
Nobody's a lock to win.
No, if the Chiefs play, if the Chiefs is playing somebody, you're not betting against the Chiefs. I know on no parlay you come up with, or you betting against the Chiefs. I know that for a fact.
In my mind or with money?
Eat both.
No.
You're not.
Because putting up money is different.
What I'm saying. You're not. That's what I'm saying. But there's a reason why. On the Steelers, there's a reason why you ain't betting on them. Because you know, as much as they can win, they can fucking lose. With the Chiefs, you more so likely to bet on the Chiefs. Man, you ain't betting on no motherfucking Steelers to win. I don't care who they playing. Because they're not that good. If you had confidence they was good and a good 4-2 team, you would put money on them niggas.
No, I'd never bet on the Steelers. If the Steelers wasn't my team, I would bet on the Steelers, bro. The record shows it.
You know why?
We haven't had to lose a season in 18 years, bro.
They're not good money. You know they're not good money, dog. They win.
There's a lot of teams that ain't good money. You pick one team, the Chiefs. You pick the Super Bowl champions, the Chiefs.
That's why you don't bet on them.
You picked one team. Name another team that you would just guaranteedly bet on every week. Name another team other than Patrick Mahomes that I'm just going to bet on every week. You're going to be a loser. Yeah.
The Eagles?
Man, them motherfuckers, they just lost 2 in a row.
Huh?
We ain't did that yet. They just lost 2 in a row. They just lost 2 in a row. So you go bet on the Eagles if you want to. I'm just saying, if you bet on the Steelers all year, which I don't do, in the past 18 years, you would be up, dog. You should have done it. You could be scared all you want. Say you scared. You scared. I don't bet on the Steelers because it's just my team. I just don't bet on the Steelers. But it would be smart to bet on the Steelers. If you look at the results, if you look at the results, it would be smart to bet on the Steelers. At the end of the year,
why don't you then?
Because I don't like jinxing my team.
What you say?
I don't like jinxing my squad. I'm just telling you. I don't bet on the Steelers.
The niggas, if you lived in Kansas City, you would bet on the Chiefs.
No. Oh, well, no, I don't know about that.
You would.
I don't know about that.
The Steelers, Come on, man. You know the Steelers is not a good team, man.
You
They
be
4-2.
you be 500 right now with the
Hats
Chiefs.
off to them. They're good. They're not good. And the Chiefs got a worse record, and you still would bet on the Chiefs before the Steelers. There's a reason why. Man.
So what does not good mean? That means you're a bad team?
We're depending on a 41-year-old nigga, man.
Okay, but
I doubt if he's gonna make the whole season.
So what I'm saying is you're calling them a bad team, right?
Yeah.
So what are the teams that they beat? Who are they? What are they? Like the Vikings. Vikings a bad team too? They got one of the best receivers in the league. They're asser.
They don't got one of the best quarterbacks, though. It's all about the quarterback. What good quarterback have they beat this year? Elite quarterback.
Who, Minnesota?
What elite? No, the Steelers. What elite quarterback have the Steelers beat this year?
They haven't beat one. It don't matter. All you can do is play the people put in front of you.
I know that, but that's what I'm saying. Though. That's why they're 4-2. If they play, when they start playing more elite team, elite quarterback, we gonna see.
So we don't be beating Lamar Jackson ever. He's elite, right?
Man, they own Lamar.
So when we go exactly.
But last year they
used to they'll beat they can beat the Bengals. They still can beat the Bengals. They act like they ain't never beat Jamar Chase and the Bengals before. It was a night. It was a night. Come on, dog. Come on, bro. Come on, bro. You put JPJ, you asked me, on Jamar Chase all day instead of doing what the hell you did, put them old ass dudes on him, bruh. You would have been way more successful. You got to stop the run. They just got their ass whooped on the field. Definitely. It had nothing to do with Mike Tomlin. Mike Tomlin did the same shit he always do when he beat them motherfuckers. He knew that Jamar Chase was gonna get off because of Joe Flacco, and you know what I'm saying? Talent, bro. You gotta scheme it up a little bit better than that. You gotta beat the man in front of you. You got to. I
understand that. I agree.
You got to. But we've seen them do it before against the same teams. You just said they own Lamar Jackson. They'll be all right.
I mean, well, they owned them up until last year. We beat them. We split with them, and then they beat the brakes off them in the playoffs. Or was that the game before the playoffs? They beat the brakes off.
What you talking about?
Ugly last year, dog.
Yeah, they beat us last year. We beat them the first game. They beat us the second game, 17-15 or something crazy like that. So
and then in the playoffs, it was ugly.
We be in their ass. Joe Flacco, that ain't a good thing though, man. That ain't a good thing for us at all.
It's not. But at the same time, he hitting. When they threw the ball to Jamar Chase 20-something times.
Yeah, bruh. And then Jamar Chase did the same thing. He did the same thing to the Green Bay Packers the week before. He had 10 receptions.
And the Steelers, and the Steelers turned the ball over a lot too. I didn't think they could. They should have beat Cincinnati, but they turned the ball over a lot. And they let Jamar Chase do whatever the fuck he wanted to do.
And I said that earlier, that holding call at the beginning. I don't know if you seen Connor's touchdown where Zach Frazier held the fuck out of dude for no reason. He definitely did that and called back the touchdown. Once they went up 10-0, I said if they score right here in Cincinnati, I already know they're gonna come back and win, man. You know, because
then the refs, the refs got they got their hand in it. You know what I mean?
Steelers ain't
believe.
Yeah, Steelers ain't built to play from behind. I don't think either. That is a flaw in the squad.
No,
but we came back on them.
Turnover. The Steelers need splash plays on defense too, man. They need a turnover. They need, you know what I mean?
Yep. But that when you playing from behind, it's hard to get them turnovers. It's hard to get them.
Yeah. So I mean, they 4-1, 4-2, but I just don't think they're good. They're okay. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like I said, I wouldn't bet on them niggas.
Yeah, I feel you though.
Rico Dottle or Breece Hall, man. It's 1 minute left. Rico Dottle, Breece Hall.
Breece Hall.
Oh my goodness, dog. I'm all right.
Do what you want to do, but I'm just saying.
This nigga, nigga.
Go ahead.
Rico Dottle, you my big cousin. No, I'm listening to you.
Breece Hall.
Rico Dottle on the bench.
Breece Hall. Okay. Breece Hall versus Carolina. They gonna scrap today. Watch. They gonna scrap.
Man, my finger. I got my finger on the trigger.
It's almost 1 o'clock. I'm about to put a bet in too, bro. All right, do your thing. All right, I'm gonna get you. No. Go down.
They just. I pushed the button. They just put the lock on there.
So who you got in there?
Hall.
Who? Brees Hall? All
I
right.
got Brees Hall in there.
All right, well, we're going to see, yo. We're going to see. All right, cuzzo.
All right,
We out,
all right,
man.
so I'm hit you later, y'all.
No doubt.
I'll hit you later.
I'll be around.
All right.
It's the Underground Sports Show. Hey, y'all, we going to get out of here, man. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate all the calls. Appreciate everybody in the chat. It's the Underground Sports Show. We out. Yeah.
It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. It's the underground. You better pass. You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. It's the underground.
Tuesday night at 11 p.m. We're going to do the recap.
You better pass.
You know what it is.
You better run. And that's your ass. Boy, you done. Move the sticks. First down. You better not step out of bounds. You don't really want it, but you really need it. It's the underground, man, we undefeated. Michael Jackson couldn't beat it. Fourth down, couldn't reach it. Man, your squad about to lose it. Go ahead and face the music. Flip a coin, still lost. Pay the cost to beat the balls. Turn your motherfucking lights off. Yeah, CTE, these niggas can't see me. Got your head fucked up, got the game locked up, and it's over for your ass. Fourth down, you better pass. You know what it is, you ain't gotta ask. It's the underground.